All right, we over here again with the defensive coach or head
Head
coach,
coach, the head honcho.
Yeah.
the
The
big
head
dog.
honcho.
How you doing, man? It's good seeing
All
you.
good, man.
Oh,
All good. Good
man.
to see the
Feel like
boys.
I'd
Good
rather
to see
see
the
you.
Proctor boys.
Absolutely.
Hey, quick backstory. Strife was my kindergarten gym teacher.
telling people ages.
Substitute gym teacher.
What are you talking about? I got,
Williams.
you know how many kids are out here that I had? I mean,
parents?
Walter Phillips' kids
That's
are
a
out
fact.
there. Keon
Yeah.
Carter's
Oh,
son.
yeah.
Oh, I just,
Zamar. Zamar's out there. George Garrett's son, who I played with, he's out
Okay.
there. So there's
shout out to Keon Carter. Shout out to George.
ton of Proctor kids,
Oh, that's
kids that are
beautiful.
here. So
That makes
we're
everything sweeter. So what's going on? How's the season going for you?
good. We're 1-2. Good league.
Yep.
Good teams. We
Yep.
beat Rome.
Yep.
Lost to a good Vestal team. That's a long ride. And then last week Liverpool's real good. So
Yes.
I mean,
You gonna go
our
through
league.
the motions?
We don't play. We play big boy football. We play in. We were the only city team other than Rome in our league.
Yes, sir.
There's 4 or 5 big suburban teams, and then CBA obviously is a giant private.
Yeah, they're knocking everybody out.
They won 2 straight state championships. So we battle.
Absolutely.
We put it. We put them out. We put the kids out there, and they play hard.
For sure. Yeah. So, coach, I got controversial questions.
This is your boy. I ain't about to go.
Not controversial.
Well, yes, you were. Yes, you were the best defensive basketball player I ever seen.
It ain't about me.
Just because
This
he
ain't
played
about me.
defense. Jeff, you were more of an offensive guy. You know, he played.
good.
He
It
had
feels
to
good.
listen. He had to play defense because he
Let me tell you
wasn't that good
something.
on offense.
My man got hurt, and I felt every bit of him not being there.
No doubt. Remember, you got hurt,
You know what
and you
I'm
came
saying?
back and played in the All-Star game.
Yeah.
for
I
football.
did. I broke my hand too.
Yep.
In the first.
Straight soldier. You know what I'm saying?
But
For sure.
what do you say to the haters? We say the haters of you for you being the head coach.
Yes.
What do you say
Oh,
to the
give it to
haters that criticize coaching?
This is
Because
a
like
podcast,
us,
so
we
we
be in the
ask
crowd, so we were players.
We're not politically correct.
Yeah, so we were players.
Yeah.
So when people criticize you guys, sometimes we are like
We see different.
we see
know
different.
the other side.
Yeah,
of
we know the other side because we are in the
and
trenches.
coaching.
We were in the trenches with you. We know how you are
God
for real.
bless.
Well, I always, you know what? I'm also watch my kids' sports or my nephew's sports, and I'm the same as you guys. I'm critical to a certain point. Then I'm like, well, I'm not in practice. I don't know
What's going on?
what exactly. I especially football, because football is about calling plays, and it's like, I mean, let's say I'm the offensive coordinator, you defensive coordinator. You call blitz, and I call a screen in that situation. Well, I called a good play against your blitz, right? So like my favorite football team is the Cowboys. So every time it's 3rd and 3, and they run the ball, I say they should have thrown the ball when it doesn't work. You know what I mean? So I'm always I see it. I know what they're saying. Most of the people, football is a tough sport. Most people never even played football. So for people to criticize, I mean that's their right to criticize. But I tell these guys all the time, I'm like, I've been doing this a long time here. If you want to ask me who played, I'll tell you who played and who didn't play.
Yeah.
And if they're criticizing they didn't play, this is a tough sport to understand. If you didn't play, it's really difficult.
Especially be a head coach.
And there's a lot and there's so much that goes into it. It's not, I mean, I played basketball. I've coached basketball. Obviously, I'm a baseball guy. Those games kind of play themselves. This game's the play stops.
Yep.
Like you call play, I call play. Let's see who called the better play, and then you're at the mercy of 11 guys executing what you did. So like one guy doesn't do their job,
That can blow up a whole.
there's
play.
no doubt.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no doubt. It's tough.
I
It's
got you.
tough.
And handling that, I think you just handled that question perfectly. Thank you a lot. But handle.
At the end of the day, what are you going to do? I mean, you can't argue with people. I mean,
No.
guess what? I'm thinking the same thing. If we call a pass on 3rd and 3 and we don't get it, I think we should have ran the ball too. But like, I trust like Coach Abraham calls the plays. I don't say a word. Like the guys in the news asked me, like I said, I don't know what he more. I trust him. I don't even know what he's calling.
And that's the chemistry you have with your coaches. Just like me and Adam when doing these podcasts.
No doubt.
We know when to say, when not to say, when to go, when not to go. So it goes that way.
Well, it goes hand in hand too. Like right, like I have to trust. Like you guys trust each other. I trust those guys. I mean, at the end of the day, you guys played sports.
Yes, sir.
Did you win every game?
Absolutely not.
You can't. If you did, would you want to play?
Yeah.
Probably not, right? Like losing, you
get
got
bored.
your back in
get
there
bored.
to play. You know,
You lose that thrill to go hard. You know what I'm saying? And what you handling that pressure? You know what I'm saying? Is there any backlash on how you handle it, if people be like, oh, you should think different way, or and if they run into us, I know so. I ain't got no pads on.
I make it sense to myself in that we're doing what's right for the kids. We're doing good stuff for the kids. At the end of the day, I know I'm pretty competitive in every sport that I've ever played or like that, but knowing that we can't win every game because that's just not how it works. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Sometimes you got to lose. Sometimes you got to pick yourself back up. I mean, this is more of a life deal for a lot of these guys. Like they're trying to figure out, like, you know what I mean? Like that's all we I mean, I don't really coach football. I mean, the plays are the plays and all that stuff. We coach life. I talk to these guys all the time about, like, you know, being on time and doing stuff like that, because a lot of times these guys don't, you know, they make bad choices, and I don't know.
Yeah, no.
I'm glad you said that.
You said that perfectly, because
that.
me personally, and I've talked about this with everybody, God bless Coach Stambola. I remember people who dislike Coach Stambola. And there's many a times where I remember him holding me accountable when I know people who I've been around majority of my life had never held me accountable, and I still remember those days, and it made me who I am today as a man.
Yeah, I mean, I tell the kids all the time, the guys all the time, like, you know, if we make good choices and stuff like that, you know, the football part will take care of itself.
Absolutely.
It's just like, you know, like, you know, that's just kind of life stuff. And like, you know, I tell them all the time, like, guys, you show up late for work, you're gonna get fired. You know what I mean? You say, you know, if you don't work hard in between the times you got to be there, you're probably gonna get fired. Same kind of deal here. I mean, so it's a little bit different. You know, we're a city school. Our kids are just a little bit different. Fortunately for me, I'm from here. My coaching staff's from here. I mean, Coach Abraham, you know, he moved, but he lived in Cornhill his whole life.
Yes, sir.
I went to kindergarten through 12th grade and played sports with George Garrett.
Yes, sir.
Tito Bowens played for us in 19. He's back coaching. Evan Goringer played in college. He's back coaching. I mean, Anthony Mercurio. You guys know Coach Mercurio played at Ithaca. He's back in the air. I mean, he's back teaching and coaching in Utica. So, you know, we got a good group of guys that are Utica people, and just trying to do what's best for the kids.
Yeah. I'm glad you guys said that too. You know, RIP Coach Stamboli.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Because some people don't get. I say this all the time. People might criticize some of the coaches I had growing up, but one thing that all of them did, they helped. They gave us nuggets through coaching that gave me things to be a man.
You don't lose, you learn.
Yeah.
So you don't lose, you learn. You know, I mean, that's just kind of like I said, I'm very competitive, but I figured out after I got done playing college, sports, baseball in college, and I came back coaching, I figured out it wasn't the wins and the losses. It was the 45 minutes, an hour that me and you battle playing basketball. That's when I was like, oh, that's what I'm addicted to. I'm not addicted to winning or losing, because winning and losing is what? It's 1 second. The game's over. Jeff beat me, or I beat Jeff at checkers. Well, okay, Jeff, let's play again.
I think we learned from each other.
It was the competition that I really enjoy, and that kind of, like, as you get older, hard to find that. That's why golf is really I don't golf, but that's why people love golf, because you're back to a competition thing. You know what I mean? That's why people love sports gambling, because it gives you that rush that you got playing sports. And that's what, like, coaching is. You know, it's a you know, and you know, I always wanted to give back. I had good coaches. Like I had Coach Guido was my coach here. Coach Aselta was my coach. Mike Michonne was my coach for Adrian Post. I had really good coaches growing up that, again, like you guys said, helped you along and made us make tough choices. But, like,
learned it today.
Yeah, and as a kid from Utica, I came back here, took a phys ed job. This is my 28th year coaching. I coached baseball and football for 28 years.
Yes, sir.
And you know what? I'm a Utica guy.
I'm going to say that too, because I said this on another episode. We are a product of our environments. Sometimes it looks like it's so much negative going on that you don't get to talk to 3 people, grown adults, who went on and did great things, and we come from this very city, Utica, New York.
Yeah, you made good choices, don't you? You know what I mean? You guys made good choices. I mean, that's
absolutely.
And like you said, it all kind of ties back into you had
made
coaches.
Some bad ones too.
No, well, we all. Haven't we all?
But we here.
Haven't we all? And guess what? That's perspective that you can relate to these kids, because they're making bad choices too, and say, hey, look, I made some bad choices, but I'm still here. I'm doing well.
I'm not harping on those bad choices. No, learn from those. We don't compound on top of it.
Keep it moving.
That's it.
I mean, at times there's people that don't like me. That's why I don't care. I mean, it don't matter.
But heard what he said. That's a Utica. I don't
Can't like
give a
everybody,
fuck.
right? You know what I mean?
Ah,
Can't like
you hear me?
everybody.
But you're looking forward to the season.
Yeah.
How you think it's gonna head out?
Say that.
As long as you guys
Listen,
are 1-2,
I love.
what's your motivation towards moving forward?
We're a work in progress every year. Like some of these teams are, our kids play a lot of basketball in the summertime, a lot of baseball. We do a lot of field work. We're on the field quite a bit. We don't do as much as we could because the kids are working. I think after COVID, like the city schools really kind of took a beating because, a lot of people moved out into the suburbs. The suburban kids really have a little bit of an advantage now because their parents are going to pay for them to be trained. We do all that stuff. We fundraise. We do all that. Try to do all that stuff. But at the end of the day, like once we get into the season, we're truly in week 3. Some of these teams like the New Hartfords, the Whitesboro's, they're already in week 7 or 8 in their preparation and all the stuff they got in. The Liverpools, all those teams, they're the same. They're the same because they were together all summer.
Yeah.
Now we were together a lot, but we were together as much as we could because the barriers kids are working. People got stuff going on, and
Different.
we'll be good at. Like I tell the kids,
Hey,
we're
man,
going to
you
be good
just
at the end of the
speaking-
year.
You're speaking real good because that is exactly what's going on. Some of these kids might have to work.
Yeah,
Some
no,
of these kids might have things going on.
And that was a lot of us. It's like the same
A
story.
lot,
We
'cause
see
I
the
can
kids.
relate to that
Yeah,
wholeheartedly.
and again,
Thank you, man.
it's good.
Anything. We
It's
thank
just
you.
good to get the kids out here to do something positive. We take them out of the bad stuff that they have. Some of them, have great stuff, but some of them take them out of a bad environment for 3 hours. We feed them. Like right now, if you go in there right now, there's peanut butter and jelly and as much milk as you want.
You got some oranges in there?
Apples. It's apple season. The oranges, yeah. Or plum. We have
I'm telling y'all
plums.
now.
We have
Y'all
plums and
hit
apples.
me, you're taking off the pads. You ain't doing it.
That's Big Ed. Big Ed. Don't chase. You can't chase him, Big Ed.
I might like to take a hit. I ain't got hit in years. It might feel good.
You
Yeah.
sound like somebody
Yeah.
who played the DB.
Yeah.
But I got two questions that we asked the kids
Yeah.
that I'm gonna ask you. One is growing up going to Proctor. The running thing that we used to always hear is Proctor Pride.
Yes,
So
sir.
what does Proctor Pride mean to you?
Yeah, I'm Utica Pride, Proctor Pride. It means to me that we come from a place that's a tough place, and you learn life lessons here. And I went to college and knew how to deal with everybody. I knew how to deal with every ethnic background. Everybody. A lot of people never been around Spanish people, Asian people, whoever. We had them all here,
Yes,
and
sir.
a lot of times, I was friends with all of them, and they were all friends with me. And you just kind of learn they're regular people. And it's kind of like everybody's trying to bully each other, and we're just gonna figure out who the biggest bully is, and then then everybody's gonna be friends after.
Everybody's gonna be friends.
Everybody's gonna be friends after.
You know what I mean?
That's
It's like when you go from elementary school and you go into the middle schools.
Yeah.
There's all these new kids, and some who was the toughest guy at Jefferson. It's still like that. here.
Elementary.
It's still like that.
With the Proctor.
Listen, I'm very prideful in this. I teach and coach here. Love the kids. We do. We try to do the best things we can for the kids and try to give them some knowledge that maybe other kids don't get other places, and maybe they don't even need it, but these kids do.
Cool. Great answer. The second question I got is, you guys are 1-2. What do you think your team needs to do to turn the season around?
Like I said, Vesta was like the teams we play. We beat Rome, another team in our league. It's a city team, right? So we lose to Vesta as a decent sized suburban school and they were pretty good. But we were in the game. Liverpool, we played well in streaks. I don't think we weren't ready to win a game like that. Same thing happened last year. We got beat up pretty good at West Genesee. I think week 3 or 4. But we can't. And I told the kids, I'm like, fellas, at the end of the year, we're going to be good. And we went out there in the playoffs and smashed them in the quarterfinals. And their coaches were like, I don't know what you did to these kids over the course of the year, but you did. I told the coach, I said, Coach, we're gonna figure it out. We got good coaches, we got good players. We're gonna figure it out by the end of the year. I don't know how far that's gonna take us. Sometimes it'll take us to the semifinals. We've been in the finals before. Sometimes you lose in the quarterfinal to a better team, and sometimes you just don't play well.
Yeah.
But we're gonna be as good as we're gonna be the first week of the playoffs, and we're gonna run it until the wheels fall off. Like I said, when the wheels fall off, we go play different sports. Kids go to basketball, and
I think that brings a lot to the other sports too, because like you said, this is a life thing. Going through adversity, through a whole full season, and seeing how it started, and then seeing how it
Football's
ended.
tough.
It's,
Football is
it's,
tough.
it
Football is
shows
tough.
the progression in kids and coaches and everybody. Sure, you can see the city coming together once you see how it started to where it ends up. And I think by the time it ends up, you got definitely.
I encourage my guys to play multiple sports. We have a ton of multiple sport
Oh, I
athletes.
think
I
so,
know,
too.
like
I
in
wish
other,
I did. I wish I did.
and you should have.
I know.
In
Don't
others,
start.
in other places, kids don't play multiple sports.
Yeah, you're right.
We have a big school, but we also have it's a small pool of athletes because the school is a ton of ESL kids.
Yeah.
We have a large population of kids that don't play
What do you
sports.
think that we got to do that? Should we starting young? Like, what do you think? Let's get the more athletes coming back to where I thought
Kids
we had
don't
a
play
lot of
outside, dude.
I was gonna say
Kids don't
that.
play outside, dude. Like
Yeah.
I was like
that right there.
I'm an
He did.
elementary phys ed teacher. I did it for 21 years. I've been at high school for this is my 4th year back at high school. But if you I know when I first got a job back here, when I was a kid, every kid could run, jump, throw.
Yep.
And then when you play sports, you figured it out. Now, if you're not getting your kid into bitty basketball, Dick Miller basketball was a big thing for us because no one else did it. But guess what? They trumped Dick Miller, and now everybody plays AAU. So if you can't pay to play AAU, where you going?
Yeah.
Used to be CYO. Used to be a lot of other things.
There's no doubt. So we were actually ahead of the curve when they started Dick Miller in like 97, 98. And you guys were a product. The years that you guys were, that were a product of that Dick Miller
Early.
program.
We really early.
Yeah,
We really was
I was
early.
saying. I remember
Yeah.
when I first got a job, Josh Wright was playing Dick Miller basketball, scoring 43 again.
Like
what
third,
the heck?
Yeah.
but he started super early.
Yeah.
He was a beast.
He's like 3rd grade doing it.
Huge school.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
well,
there with him.
and I'm saying so that program is was a precursor to AAU sports. I mean, you remember when
We just wanted to play though. We didn't know.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
kids
that's
don't
what
play
it was.
outside. I mean, I guess the answer to your question
don't
is
play outside.
kids don't play outside. So they're very competitive in their video games and stuff like that. But they don't have they don't climb trees. They don't wrestle each other. Me and my friends wrestle for each other for like hours at a time. We played basketball. We went
did.
from street
went
hockey
to
to
the park.
basketball to baseball to football. We just
a
play
lost
different
thing.
sports.
That's a
We
great
ride
observation.
bikes.
That's a great
Nobody rides
observation.
your bikes.
that's a
Great
good
observation
point.
because
That's a
literally my son plays 2 sports, but I'm able to put him in 2 sports.
Right,
I'm
you
able
pay.
to do
Out of
that.
doubt.
Yeah,
So
I'm
take
able-
him back and forth.
Yeah,
Soccer
maybe
now,
maybe to
I
bring.
work with him on basketball behind coach.
Because you can.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
lucky.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it. That's the only thing I say that
My
I don't pay
daughters,
for.
my twin daughters are 17, and my youngest one's 12, and they're outstanding softball players. But I'm
Putting up the doubt.
a softball coach.
Oh, that too. Oh,
I'm a
yeah,
baseball
yeah,
coach.
yes,
yeah,
yes,
So
yes.
I can work with the kids.
That's
But
different.
when
That's
they
so
played
different.
soccer, go to your Coliseum program or what they played at SDA or whatever they played at their club soccer. I can't coach them,
Nope.
and you have to pay.
I get it.
Yeah,
You have to
yeah.
pay. In
And-
school.
Okay,
For the school.
and if you can't pay,
You just
you don't play.
you get kids
So
to
that's
get
where our
good.
kids. That's where our kids are at a disadvantage.
That is a
because
disadvantage.
A lot of our parents can't pay, and they
So
can't
if you're listening, if we got some parents out there who's from us, then it's
Yeah,
that
it's a
little
lot.
down.
It's expensive.
For sponsors. Maybe get
Youth
some
sports
sponsors.
is a business now, kids.
Yeah, yeah,
It
it's big.
is. It is crazy.
Yeah,
a business.
yeah. But we gotta wrap it up though, because
Yes, sir.
my boy Keep is running out of film.
Love you.
Appreciate you, coach.
Yeah.
Love you guys.
Congratulations.
Thank you
Thank you for
coming.
what you're doing.
Yo,
Watch
so